With a full V-shaped recovery by the markets after the recent stock market declines during the initial phases of the pandemic, there continue to be opportunities available for undervalued stocks. Whether you're a value investor, growth investor, or dividend investor, all markets and stocks have been affected in one shape or form, even though the market has recovered. Using the principles of value investing as well as dollar cost averaging can be hugely advantageous during times like this. In this video, I'll discuss 3 different stocks that you can purchase in July 2020 which are still undervalued and present great opportunities for not only gaining profits but collecting a handsome dividend along the way. Get ready, you are now entering the Academy. Without further ado, here are the 3 stocks that are still undervalued after the market collapse in 2020 and which still provide great opportunities for not only long-term gains but significant dividend passive income along the way. For the first stock, we have US Bancorp, ticker symbol USB. With a 4.7% dividend yield, US Bancorp managed to avoid the temptations of riskier derivative investments during the financial crisis in 2009 and therefore emerged from the previous recession much faster and in considerable financial better shape than its peers. There's a big reason US Bancorp's return on assets continue to consistently outpace all 4 of the US major banks. Another selling point for US Bancorp is that it's done an excellent job of controlling its non-interest expenses. This is a company that's seen a growing number of consumer banking transactions occur online or through its mobile app, which is great news considering that online or mobile transactions are a fraction of the cost of in-person transactions. As a result of this growing digital presence, some of its physical branches have become expendable, which is also saving the company money. At only 19% above its book value, US Bancorp is at its cheapest valuation since the financial crisis more than a decade ago and in great position to not only provide a hefty dividend income, but growth appreciation along the way. The second stock is AT&T, ticker symbol T. Previously mentioned in our 3 stocks to buy in June 2020, dividend income seekers should really consider buying into telecom giant AT&T, which is paying a substantial dividend yield of 7.2% annually. At this yield, dividend reinvestments would double an investor's money in 10 years, assuming the share price stays the same. While there's no denying that AT&T's growth has diminished, it continues to reposition itself as a telecom and multimedia giant. For example, with the continued rollout of 5G networks into the next several years, AT&T should experience organic growth just from this part of its business alone. While upgrading the company's wireless infrastructure can be costly and ongoing, the reward will be visible in the sales and profit column. That's because some of AT&T's biggest margins are derived from its wireless plans. If consumers and enterprises consume more data, it's only going to mean better margins for AT&T's wireless division. The continual upgrades to wireless infrastructure within the next 10 years should provide a multi-year tech upgrade cycle that will drive data consumption higher for years to come. AT&T also stands to benefit from its push towards streaming content. Although its DirecTV buyout has been, for better terms, a disaster, the recent launch of HBO Max, which has more than 10,000 hours of premium content, should be a key tool to offset cord-cutting losses and keep users with its content ecosystem. Despite abandoning its share buyback program to conserve capital, AT&T has been adamant that, as a dividend aristocrat, it wouldn't reduce its dividend. Considering that its payout ratio in 2020 is still a reasonable 65%, there should be no worry among investors about this payout. The final stock is Innovative Industrial Properties, ticker symbol IIPR. This last pick is a bit on the speculative side, but combining 2 booming sectors in the MJ or green plant and real estate sectors lead us to this pick. The only pure play green stock to pay a dividend is yielding 4.8% as of its past weekend. And yes, this includes a recently announced 6% quarterly payout increase to $1.06 a share. Innovative Industrial's business plan is to acquire production and processing assets in the US MJ industry and lease them out for long periods of time. Innovative Industrial Properties is then able to reap the benefits of predictable rental income as well as pass along management fees and annual rental hikes. To date, Innovative Industrial Properties owns 57 properties in 15 states with a weighted average lease length of 16.1 years. Although it no longer reports its average yield on investment capital, it stood at just above 13% during the first quarter of 2020. Given that its low-cost business model, IIP should net a complete payback on its invested capital in less than 6 years. With Innovative Industrial Properties expected to remain aggressive on the acquisition front and having more than 99% of its available square footage leased for the long term, it's easy to see why it's a high dividend yielding stock you may want to own. By continuing to employ the simple strategies learned in the 10X Academy channel, which include value investing, dollar cost averaging, and dividend reinvestment, you can create a low dividend income flow that will appreciate over time and continue to pay income continuously. Through careful planning and diligent investment of capital, as well as reinvestment of dividends, one can create a dividend income stream that can provide substantial income, eventually covering everyday expenditures and beyond. This video provided 3 stocks that are greatly underappreciated as of July 2020 and can be added to any savvy investor's portfolio, providing not only capital gains opportunities, but also substantial dividend income along the way. Who can beat an average dividend yield of over 5% for generating consistent passive income growth for years to come? If you'd like to pick up on some of these stocks now, be sure to check out the Webull stock trading app, which provides a great vehicle for purchasing stocks commission-free, thus providing a great way to create and grow a dividend income portfolio using the methods mentioned previously. And if you register now and make your first deposit, you'll receive 2 free stocks that can be valued up to $1,600. So make sure you take advantage of this offer now. Be sure to check out the links in the description to get started in creating your very own passive income producing asset and start your path toward financial independence. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to smash the like button. It will really help out the YouTube algorithm in bringing you more passive income and wealth creation strategy videos. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the 10X Academy. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be alerted on more passive income strategy videos. This is the 10X Academy.